we started.
We just told a cat fucker story.
Okay. So which set of questions do you guys want to do?
What are there?
There's family friendly.
We might have to do this because Tom's here.
There's risque business. There's mixed greens, and there's trigger warning.
What is trigger
We
warning?
did trigger warning, right?
It's politically fueled questions.
Oh wait. Well, we didn't do that one. We did the risque one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might as well do trigger warning.
We might have done this, I don't know. We've done so many sets of questions. To catch everybody up, we've done this interview at every fair for the entire season, and Tom has consistently deleted it.
This one ain't getting recorded either.
Through no fault of his own. The magic of technology.
Watch, we haven't had a problem all day.
Yeah.
As soon as it stopped
This is
recording,
the one.
10 minutes in.
All right, so, sir, your first name?
Cat.
Last name?
Fucker.
Perfect.
So we've got the cat fucker, and we've
Is that your God-given name or?
It's my street name.
All right.
and sir, the one who looks like the famous number 3.
I'm gonna kill you, but yeah.
Your name, sir?
My name is Jake, not Mason.
From State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. Cat fucker.
Dude, this fucking disaster I was going on.
Other than the abundantly obvious jizzing inside of pussies, what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Yes, sir.
The opposite of that.
I like to drive my car.
Okay. What kind of car?
It's a Dodge Charger.
A Dodge Charger, and you've made some modifications to this car.
Some.
Tell us a little bit about those modifications.
It's got heads, cam, headers. It makes 500 to the wheels.
Okay.
What's it doing a quarter mile?
I'm hoping low 11s, high 10s.
You haven't done it yet?
I haven't gone to the strip now.
Jeez, how much you talk about this? I figured you'd be there every weekend.
You're going soon, correct?
I'm hoping spring.
Spring, okay. So not really soon. Got it.
Not really soon, no.
I could have sworn you were going like next week.
I'm about to use the number 9 shirt as a fucking napkin.
Please don't.
I'm not really going
Just
to.
use those ones.
Here, use these.
We
Nothing
only
wrong
use
with
it to
that.
clean the top of this. It's like
And to wipe off the cat. Hey, what do you do for fun?
for fun. I
Shoot guns and fuck bitches.
that's it. That's what I do.
Okay. Fuck guns and shoot bitches. Got it. Sounds
That's right.
dangerous.
Especially in that order.
Tom, what is your least favorite part about yourself?
My hairline.
His hairline.
Did you have something about yourself?
Probably my insecurities.
Your insecurities? Okay. Okay.
Good answer, Tom.
What?
Good answer.
I appreciate the way you open up for cats.
I appreciate the way you open up cats.
Do you care to discuss any of your insecurities here on the podcast live?
No.
Maybe we can work through them.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Self-confidence is an issue.
Okay, like in general, with the ladies, with your
With the
boss,
With the ladies.
with the ladies. Have you tried the internet dating?
Yeah, no, I'm not about that.
Because
I just feel like it's overplayed. Everybody fucking does it.
you know why everybody does it?
Oh, because it works? No.
That is correct.
Because they're fucking bitches.
I
out
tried
there.
it, didn't work.
Okay, okay.
Tops had a person try something a good day or two, and didn't get any matches. I'm never doing this again.
Tom, have you considered that you need a new best friend because Jake
Yeah, 'cause
isn't
he's a
helping you
bitch.
out?
It's unfortunate, but you know.
Jake, have you considered
So-
that it is your moral obligation to help Tom?
I did
Yeah,
for
it
the
is.
first few years, and then I gave up.
Yeah, it's your moral obligation to help
I'm
your
sure
son.
a lot of his insecurities come from you, Jake, and the
that-
way that you treat him.
Or is it because I hype you up too much?
You don't hype me up enough.
I don't think it's you hyping him up too
No,
much.
I'm hard on him.
Agreed.
Yeah, he needs to be it though. He never had a father.
I did. He was gay. True story.
You want to talk about your dead gay father?
Your gay father is dead?
He died recently, actually.
We're having a good laugh about that for some reason.
We have a lot of laughs, actually.
We made the Olive Garden waitress laugh about it. True story.
Okay.
Was that at his service? Were you guys doing the service at Olive Garden?
No, it was the day he died.
It was the day he died.
The day he died, he said a joke about it, and the waitress laughed, and he goes, "No, we're serious. His dad died today."
So, anyways, we were at Olive Garden, and he wanted to go there. He loves Olive Garden. It's like his favorite restaurant.
I'll tell you what, I didn't start liking Olive Garden until like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
It's pretty good. I would say that.
The
It's,
breadsticks with the Alfredo sauce.
he wants,
yeah.
he wants to
Alfredo
go so much
and the
though. I
red
can't
sauce?
eat it all the time.
Yeah.
Mozzarella sticks. As you guys know, I love mozzarella sticks.
I couldn't tell.
They have pretty good mozzarella sticks, and put a little
This is a
Alfredo.
fucking guarantee about Jake. If he is at a fair, no matter how many days he goes, he's eating fucking mozzarella sticks.
I didn't have mozzarella sticks yesterday.
I don't fucking believe that.
So he had 2 orders today. He wanted to keep the average alive.
I was gonna order them. I didn't have the money.
I kind of want to send somebody down there and go get some because they look fucking delicious.
They were really good.
We, after this podcast, will certainly be going to get some. Now I'm in.
Yeah, I might get some cheese fries if they have any forks.
All right.
Maybe I'll get. Dude, Fred was eating this peanut butter covered cheesecake.
Gross.
Why is it gross?
Cheesecake.
He doesn't like sweets. It's your best friend. You don't
It
know
looks
that?
fucking. I know. He says that, dude, but then I see him eating sweets all fucking time. He's
Yeah,
a fucking liar.
What sweets do you see me eating? All the time.
You love cookies.
That's the exception to the rule. That's what makes a rule a rule. It has to have an exception. Like I before E, except after C.
Sure. Whatever you say, boss. You would have loved the fucking cookies last night at this wedding, but that's neither here nor
Crispy
there.
and soft.
Dude, they were freshly baked soft. Like, whew. They had the s'mores one, dude. It was so fucking fire. I had like 6 of them. They had a whole room full
That's
of
why I
desserts.
talk about redheads.
What? Where the fuck was the red?
No, I said that's how I talk about
They
redheads.
both started looking
They had a
around.
room full of them?
The way you described talking about cookies.
I see. So you
Somebody
like to
else
dip
said-
into the gins.
Listen, man, you're not allowed to talk about women around me anymore.
Why is that?
'Cause
I don't fucking know why.
What did I miss?
Friday night, I thought fucking Jake was gonna have a goddamn heart
yeah,
attack.
we're not gonna talk about that.
This motherfucker
I'll
went
tell you
deep.
later.
This motherfucker went deep. I already told you. He went deep.
He did.
It just kind of came out of me. I don't know.
It was like, it was
Very nice
wild.
lady. What are you talking about?
It was a wild fucking
She's a very
scene.
nice lady. She is very pretty to me.
Yes.
Obviously.
Jake, in the way of a serial killer, developed a very passionate love for a fair goer.
Sometimes it just happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Love is blind.
That's what they said in the
So was,
wedding was.
Tom's gay dead dad.
Yeah. Go back to that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So we're at his favorite restaurant, Olive Garden, and I don't know what it is about Olive Garden, but I feel like I need to be a stand-up comic there. I feel like it's the perfect place to make everybody laugh, including the
They're
waiters.
Italian. They're big laughers.
Yeah, well, they're not Italian, but you know, close enough.
So anyways, about the Greeks. Go ahead.
So, anyways, I don't know what it is, but when we go there, gotta make them laugh. So, she comes back over, and we've already been laughing and giggling the whole time with the waitress. And I just go, so this is, we're here because Tom's dad died today. And, yeah, it was something like that. And she just laughed, and I was like, no, I'm serious. Because he was joking the whole time. She thought I was joking. I'm like, no, I'm serious. His dad died today. And he, you know, he was just uncontrollably laughing.
It was hilarious. The delivery was perfect.
It
Clearly-
sounds very comfortable.
Yeah.
For
Clearly,
everybody involved.
you didn't have a good relationship with your father.
No, he had a great relationship with his father. That's how I learned how to gap.
Okay?
Oh
See,
yeah,
son-
he didn't have a good relationship with his father.
Okay. Did you spend time with your father?
I tried to, and it ended up being the only time he would ever talk to me. My mom and dad got divorced when I was about 2.
Okay.
So when I turned older, I was like, well, I'll form my own opinion about my dad. So, you know, I tried to talk to him and this and that. The only time he ever wanted us when we were kids was when he wanted to show us off to his new girlfriend.
Okay,
Which
sure.
I already left a shitty taste in my mouth. But I'm like, all right, I'm 18. You know, let me try to talk to my dad. He only called me when he needed a ride somewhere. So,
Okay.
you know, I had no opinion of him. I was like, well, fuck this guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then, anyways.
And
so,
he was blind?
No, he wasn't blind. That was just made up.
I wasn't really gay.
That was all me.
You made that up. So he was
My
gay. He moved closer to where we were living at the time, and all this stuff went to my sister's house. And my sister, being Snoopy, opened his laptop and found gay porn on his laptop.
Okay.
And then I've talked to my half-sister after the fact, and she said that she also found gay porn a separate time on his laptop. So this is not an isolated incident.
Okay. Well, that's, I guess,
Tom is also a petri dish baby.
I'm sorry?
Petri dish in vitro.
No, I'm familiar with what he meant. Were your mother and father a thing? Were they an item?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they couldn't have a baby, so they decided to.
The gay thing gave it a play. He couldn't.
Okay.
I also found out, quite interestingly, I
He's
also
one of
have
5. The 2 died.
actually one of 6. I found out
fuck.
recently because my father stole my mother's eggs and fertilized them in another woman. So that my mother's eggs, his sperm, so I have a full sister from another woman who's not my mom.
Yo, this fair life gets better and fucking better with every second. I know you're busy texting. Did you catch any of what Tom just said?
Yeah, his mother was artificially inseminated with his father's jizz from her eggs planted inside her, and then the father stole the eggs and put them inside another woman with his jizz.
Tom's sister's parents are fucking strangers. That's where I'm at. Do you know that sister?
No, never met her. I found out
I
like
hope
about 2 months
that
ago.
you find a girl online, butt fuck her, and
Well,
find
no,
out that
she
it's
knows
your
where she
sister.
is. She knows where she is, right? Rhode Island, right?
Yeah, Rhode Island.
We're going to pick up women in Rhode Island for you, Tom.
Damn.
I'm going to wingman only in Rhode
Incest.
Island for you.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
This is an episode of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Autism edition.
Jake, do you have a least favorite part of yourself?
His penis. He wants to say his penis.
What's that?
What?
Immediately went, that came to my mind too. I was like, I should say that. It would be fun.
Jake's penis came to your mind?
Yeah, it's too big.
Wow. Maybe it's hereditary.
It is actually. But anyways, I digress. I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty bad to not know that, I feel like.
Yeah.
Probably that
And they call me a fucking narcissist.
I am a narcissist, probably. I don't know.
No,
We
I
know that already.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're one of the number 9.
Maybe the worst part about you is that it's so difficult to find a flaw.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know I have a lot of flaws, but they really don't bother me, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I have flaws. I'm just whatever. You can't live life with that. You gotta live life how you want to live life.
I'm with you. I feel you. All right, guys. Do you think that this country has a problem with police brutality?
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, why?
100%. All right.
I would say yes and no, but I would say
Yeah, I agree.
I wanna
would
put
say
it up.
I would say all right.
Hold on. If anybody smells that, it was Tom.
What the fuck did you do?
Man
Fart
just
on?
farted.
Anyways,
It wasn't Tom.
police brutality. Fart on.
Pull yourself together, Tom.
I feel like so.
Did they hear yesterday when you farted on that kid?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
here comes the wind too.
So,
It's out of here.
we had this line of shirts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm backed up against it selling t-shirts. I got a lot of pressure built up. We've been eating fair food for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
I rip a fart.
Yeah.
It's super loud. It's like all air, super comfy. I immediately feel 1,000 times better.
That's great.
I know how loud this was, even though it's super loud, the music's playing, so nobody hears it. And I know that if there's any stink, it's most likely going to be behind the wall. So I turned to get a shirt, and I realized that that woman had her 2 kids sitting.
That's right. I remember that.
Right behind
There
me.
were kids back there.
Farted right on him.
Fucking shit on some kids. You shit on kids.
I come over and Pat is
felt so
fucking.
bad.
Pat's fucking dying. I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? And he can't get it out. And he finally tells me, he goes, "You just farted on them." And he's fucking, oh, it's classic.
She was like 8 inches away from me.
Did you measure 4 times?
Oh, it was bad.
Am I the only one that got that? What he said?
Yeah, he said that Pat has a 2-inch cock.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't measure
He
him with
did
his
say
cock. So anyway, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Police
Police brutality, right? So, is there a problem? I don't think if you were to isolate it all together, is it a problem? Yes, that there's any really, but obviously, do I think it's a issue that is overwhelming? No.
Okay.
So, I think our justice system in a whole has a lot of problems with stuff, maybe even outside of police. I would say more of our
Lawyers,
legislation.
prosecutors, judges,
those
lawmakers.
ones. We have a problem of letting people back out on the streets who are repeat offenders to commit the same fucking crime.
Okay.
It happens all the time. New York and California and all those other states are typical of doing that, where somebody short of actually murder. I mean, but I'm sure there's been a case where people have murdered someone in like second, third degree
Quite
murder.
literally
and
short
walk
of
out.
violent or sexual crimes, they catch and release.
I would say even violent crimes they catch and release with bail. There was that case of that guy who ran over a police officer and then got out and then ran over people again the next day in New York.
Okay.
It was a parade, I think it was.
High
can't-
score McClure.
Yeah. So, but like, is there a problem too on the side to people? Yes, there's a problem with lawyers, and I'm sorry, not lawyers, judges and police departments that think they're above the law when it comes to no-knock warrants, for example. Where to me, I get why you want to do that, right? You want to collect the evidence or whatever.
Sure.
But that doesn't trump my right to freedom.
Right.
Doesn't. Same thing I'll argue with guns. Just because you're crying and sad about it doesn't trump my right to have a gun.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's how I feel about that. I feel like our problem in those systems is more to do with the judicial system and how the actual money and everything flows in our police departments. There's way too much overspending when it comes to shit, and it's funny enough, we were just talking about yesterday how much waste there is in the police department.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And we had a full conversation.
Police don't talk about it because
With
then
police
their funding
department
stops.
members.
And I get it, you don't want the funding to stop, but there's certain things that are overfunded and things that are underfunded.
Right.
Like training. Here's all the gear you could possibly want. Now go get training on your own.
Right.
Another good example is, I don't know if you remember the whole ATF debacle, not ATF, I'm sorry, IRS debacle, where they're giving IRS guys guns now to go arrest people. Have you watched any of the training videos of them?
No.
It's hilarious.
Is it like the shoot don't shoot videos?
It's worse. They're practicing arrests with firearms, flagging, which means pointing a barrel at someone who you don't mean to, constantly. Imagine you're arresting somebody and there's a cop behind them and you're just holding a gun at the cop, at the other IRS agent. Like it's like, so when it comes down to the training aspect of these things, police and state police, where they train qualified for firearms, for Connecticut for sure that I know this, that they qualify every year for firearms. What they do is they get them 3 targets, 3 different ranges, and if they hit the targets, then there's no more training.
Nice.
There's no safety involved in it. There's no drills. There's nothing to do with actual things. They have to seek that on their own if they want to become
Is that
professional.
gonna pick any of this up?
Hopefully.
We can pause for a minute until those at least die down.
We're not going to.
That doesn't die for another half hour, but
Okay, fuck it.
what
gotta
are the
speak
shit
up a
like?
little
They literally.
Hold on. Are you guys going to be in Harrington next week?
Probably.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
We don't know where the fuck we're gonna be in Harrington. Just listen. Worst case is we do the fucking interview and
And we four-peat?
Listen, we can always do a part 2 with us.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
well, let's keep going.
All right.
Do you have anything to add about police brutality? I kind of went off on a tangent of everything.
I honestly don't think I could have said it any better.
Yeah.
Well, we've said that a million times on the show that it really comes down to training.
Yeah, 100%. Police don't get enough credit to have 100 uniforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That cost $700 a piece.
What's more important right now? Prison reform or legislation reform?
Legislation reform.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Is prison reform needed? Yeah, and they started doing that with the last administration. But yeah, the legislation reform. There's too many things that people get in trouble for on a daily basis that they shouldn't be going to jail for. So if you can stop that first, that's great.
Okay.
Does that mean we stop everything altogether? No.
Right.
Like insider trading is very prevalent in Congress, right?
Well, it's not actually insider trading the way they word it, but yeah.
It is. It's insider trading. Happens all the time. If you follow Nancy Pelosi and how she trades stocks, you can be a millionaire.
Why don't you?
I'm broke as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean.
How's that Challenger doing?
What?
How's that Charger doing?
It's good.
You could have like 6 of them. You just follow Nancy Pelosi instead of spending money
I'll
on
just
them.
sell it and
He's
do it.
lazy, that's the problem.
All right. What's the biggest real-world problem in the United States?
Stupid people.
That's fair.
Yeah, stupid people. That's a good answer.
Care to elaborate?
I don't understand what stupid people think, so no.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to argue with somebody who's stupid? They don't know they're stupid.
Yeah, I do this podcast with this guy. All right. No, you know what? Hey, Tom, how you doing? 100% true. I don't know who said it, but he said, a wise man knows himself to be a fool. The converse of that is that a foolish man thinks himself to be wise. So I feel you.
To be on that, exactly what you mean. I will sit here and tell you right now that I don't know everything. The things I do know, I will speak on. The things I don't know, I will ask about.
Right.
People that live their life like that live their life to success.
Okay.
People are too afraid to ask people how to do something and just make it up and try to do it themselves and fuck things up.
We deal with that every day in our normal life.
Instead of just saying, hey, I really don't know how to do this, could you show me so I can save us both time? No, they don't want to do that. They'd rather pretend they know what they're doing and fuck shit up and then not tell anybody about it.
Should children be required to see a therapist to have their mental health evaluated and tracked like their physical health?
No.
So we follow kids to see, is this kid going to need braces? Is this kid going to need a back brace for scoliosis? Should we be tracking them to say, this kid's going to be a smoker, an alcoholic, or a shooter? No.
No. So, you're saying that, I love how, I know this because I know you're pretty passionate about mental health.
What would give you that idea?
Yeah. So, here's why I say that, and I see why you worded this question the way you did, because you care about it a lot. But it never works to force anything on anybody. It never is going to work. You gave the example of, we follow people for health reasons. Why not help for this? Why not is not a good reason to do something.
Okay, no, but I also gave reasons why we would.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, but just, so when you have a problem, and that's an easy solution to the problem, as you think, but in the long term, it does more harm than good.
So should we stop evaluating their physical health as well? Because we don't want to force that on them either.
You shouldn't force it on anybody. Nothing should be forced.
Right, okay.
You can have watch your physical health privately. Most people do.
So
I'm not a fucking doctor though. I don't fucking know.
You don't,
Not
go,
only
you don't
that-
have a doctor you go to?
But I'm
Okay,
not a
well,
doctor.
hold
How
on.
would I watch my physical
Hold on.
health?
Hold on. Both of those are moot points.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what I want. I'm a child.
Yeah.
So if my parents,
Your parents can make decisions for you, yeah.
there are bad parents. So if
Yeah.
my parents, listen, if I break my fucking arm in half,
Yeah.
right, and it's dangling,
Yeah.
and my parents don't bring me to the doctor,
Yeah.
they're going to be in some hot shit. In the same sense, if I choke a cat to death and bury it in the backyard and my parents find out, don't you feel like they should be obligated to report that? Like, my child is showing signs of extreme behavioral issues.
You're crossing a line. It can't be uncrossed.
Why? Because if I'm somebody who has a tendency to break his arms, because I have brittle bones, that's
I
gonna
really
fuck
get
me.
where you're coming from.
But if I have a tendency to be a school shooter, that fucks your kids too.
All right, again, I get where you're coming from, and you're talking about small things, right? And I know in a Ramsey thing, and it makes a lot of sense in your head. But once you cross a line of authoritarianism, or you have to do something, you can't. I would never in a million years sign something or agree to something that says that yes, you have to do this. The government is going to regulate this. Never in a million years.
So you don't think that we should, for example, have to wear clothing in public?
In laws, no, honestly, I don't.
So I should be able to shit on the sidewalk.
Well, that's
do that in San
physically.
Francisco? What's the difference?
For that physically, you don't own the sidewalk, right?
No.
So then, no, you can't shit on someone else's property.
Okay, can I shit in my front yard?
Yeah.
Can I drive as fast as I want to?
You don't own the roads.
Okay. So I can do whatever I want as long as it's in my house. Okay.
See, I will never agree to anything where the government is telling a private person what they can and can't do in their own private life that affects them. And I get what you're saying with mental health, and that it could affect someone else. But that's the same argument people say why they want to take away our rifles, because it could lead to a death of somebody else. It
Sure.
could lead that. So just because something can lead to something else doesn't mean you should have to take away someone's rights to get to that.
So you also don't
Your
feel
right
like
to privacy trumps my right to safety.
you don't feel
Clearly.
like we should vaccinate children.
Nope.
You feel like we should bring children to the doctor,
Yep.
but we shouldn't have to.
Shouldn't have to. No.
Well, I don't think there's any law that says you have to bring your
Well, if you
kids
go to
there.
public school, you do, I think. But again, you don't have to go to public school.
Yeah, you have the choice to choose.
You
whether or not
have
they
to
go.
choose to go to public school.
Yeah, if you put your kid in public school, then they have to be vaccinated,
Yeah.
and they have to.
I agree with that. You know, you're going there to suck in their rules. Now that's why they have.
So, but to Pat's point, if your kid's going to go to public school, then they have to have this
I
evaluation.
could agree with that in the tournament, but here's the thing, though. It
Sorry
shouldn't
to
be
interrupt
government.
you guys.
Yeah.
I can see into your colon.
Listen, how about with you?
Is that why we haven't had any customers in 20 minutes?
And that's why we've had customers, buddy.
Brenda is so turned on right now.
It's unfortunate. I do have an effect on you.
Next
Anyway,
month.
Are you sure the power button on?
I can see the school saying that, right? As long as that school it doesn't violate something of your constitutional rights.
Hey, your big ass
then I don't
dome
think it's
piece
supposed to
in the
be
camera
violated.
stack. Come on.
Like saying that you going to public school, now they're saying, okay, you can't say this because it's against our code of conduct, but it violates your First Amendment speech. Then no, you can't, because the school is publicly funded by your tax dollars.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying
So
with
you
that?
think you should be able to say whatever you want in a school?
Yes, you have freedom of speech. And the federal judges have already pretty much established that. This happened with multiple cases. I know there was one where a woman wouldn't give someone pronouns. And the federal judge said, in Texas, said you can't tell someone what they can and can't say in school. So if she says, I don't want to say they, them, you can't make them say they, them. That's it. End of case.
Sure. Well, in that case, you're forcing somebody to do something, right?
You can't force someone to do something.
Right.
Speech-wise. Because that
What
violates
about
your First Amendment.
limiting what people can do?
No,
For
again,
example,
that's also violating your
so
First Amendment.
should I be able to scream fire in the middle of the fair?
Now, so that's a good example, right? But it's not. What does calling fire do? It's a call to action. A call to action
Right, it causes
is not
chaos.
freedom of speech. It's not considered under freedom of speech. If you say call fire, you're calling people to action, and someone gets hurt, you're liable for that. Just like
Okay.
you
And
can't
I'm in
lie.
agreement with that.
Yeah, you can't lie about somebody. So it is the thing too, is that it's kind of becoming more prevalent now with the way lawsuits are going. But a man's word, when this country is written, which is everything, is more important than how much wealth you have. So there was more comments that when this country was created and the laws were created, we still share today, that if you lied about somebody and you defamed them, that was an easy lawsuit. Like you would just say, this person lied to me, here's the evidence, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now this person knows your damages. It doesn't happen as much on the media use side as it does
Right.
now. Now it's more business to business side, right?
Sure.
But it's the same thing, right? There's certain things you can't do.
They have
Lying-
added to the engines and the fucking gun, they've added a megaphone.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on right now?
I'm really enjoying this conversation, though, so I don't want to stop
This
it.
is so fucked.
But like I said, when it comes down to lying is like yelling fire. lying is not protected under person. If you know your actions to be false, then that's not protected under citizen. If you are calling someone, if you're misleading somebody and to cause them physical hurt, pain, or injuries, or anything like that, or
Emotional pain.
emotional is one thing, but lying about them to cost them money because their reputation's hurt, yes, right? Because that's lying. Just like you can't say somebody raped you if they never raped you, right? You have destroyed that person's career.
Right.
You lied about it. That does not protect you from freedom of speech. I think we all know that, but I'm
I gotta tell
saying
you-
that out loud.
I don't like to do this, but I feel like it's my obligation. I gotta change my opinion.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of having conversation. I'm on
side?
Jake's side. God damn it.
Well, I like the idea of if your kid goes to public schools, then they should be
No, I
evaluated.
agree.
Here's the thing.
When you enter that environment,
But you gotta remember, public schools are funded by tax dollars. So there's got to be a line where you say,
yeah, we
I don't
vote
know.
for the people who make the rules.
Exactly, right? But again, does that violate your rights to privacy? Do you know how, like, if you go to a public school and they ask you, do you have AIDS? They can't ask you that
Okay.
because it's your private record.
Well, but a doctor
Yeah.
is protected under HIPAA laws. They don't need to. The only person that they need to help that
Who's
kid.
going to have that doctor there? You're paying someone to put that doctor there? What if nobody wants to do
Well,
it?
like Pat's thing is the school counselors
Yeah.
are trained to evaluate kids.
Have you ever talked to a school counselor before? I've talked to school counselors. Not to offend any school counselors, but the only thing they ever talked to me about was, oh, you going to college? No? Okay.
Well, no, but they are, as far as I know, and I can check this with my
Historically
wife.
speaking,
They need to have a what's the fucking degree? They need to have a degree in psychology.
Yeah, again, it's different everywhere you go. I went to school in Virginia, and in Virginia, the school guidance counselor was probably made like $15 an hour and just said, are you going to college? No? Here's some forms for you.
Well, and historically, I agree with that. That doesn't mean that they're capable of less. That means that they've never been required to do more.
Yeah. Again, requiring is we have to, when we talk about the word requirement, it's hard to do this in a conversation. This has got to be a thing. This is my biggest problem with it, is that when we have these words requirement, we really have to have the whole world have a discussion about this kind of stuff. It really can't just be certain people that we elect to go to these offices to make these decisions. And yes, they're making this decision, but if it violates your right to privacy over safety, I'll never agree with that. Safety cannot, to me, safety is your responsibility and your parents' responsibility only. That's it. If you're a child, that's your parents' responsibility. And if you're an adult, it's your responsibility. Nobody else is responsible for your own safety.
So do you think that if a parent, which is now it's their responsibility, decides that their child wants to change genders, then that's okay?
Oh, fucking bazinga!
So I gotta say, I would say that I don't know if I can make that call on somebody. I do think that if you are using drugs and so I think it would be more on the doctor than the you know what I'm saying. The doctor's responsibility more than the parent. The doctor shouldn't be allowed to just willy-nilly tell, oh, this is what you want to do to your kid. Okay, let's cut your kid's dick off. The doctor should be held responsible.
You're saying that when a child in a medical environment is technically no longer the ward of the parent and becomes under the doctor's control.
No, not ward. So
temporarily.
You gotta remember, when you go to a doctor, let's just put a scenario. I have a son who wants Tom, let's say I'm taking Tom to my doctor. He's 15 years old. Or no, it doesn't matter. Whatever. 15 years old, and he wants to become a woman. And I go to the doctor because I don't know everything about medical stuff, and the doctor says to me, okay, let's put him on this, let's put him on that. That's the doctor fucking up. The doctor should this is what's going to happen to your kid. Your kid is not old enough to make these decisions. It's going to ruin it's going to affect the rest of his life. His brain is not fully developed yet. Let's not do this. Doctors don't come, when you say to a doctor, hey doctor, I want you to cut my fucking stomach open to remove this fucking fat, but I want it done today. Is there any doctor in America that's going to say yes?
If there is, I will go see him tomorrow.
Exactly. There's not. Because they're medically liable if something wrong happens. So should that doctor be medically liable if he decides to shoot himself in the head because he can't live with the trauma that he cut his dick off?
Okay.
Do you know the suicide rate for transgender people?
I know they're like 4 times higher.
It's because they're not.
50%.
It's because they're not accepted by us.
But again, you're saying that, and I can't speak on everybody, but there's anything else that comes to situations where people don't, how do I put this? I would say that you say that people aren't accepting of them, but there's just as many people that accept them as we don't accept them. No, look at
Look at election statistics.
just look at corporations. Is there any corporation that is like, yeah, we don't like gay people?
I mean, Chick-fil-A.
Does Chick-fil-A come out and say we don't like gay people?
Kind of.
All right, let's pull out Chick-fil-A. You have 1 out of 500 million corporations in the world. Is
And Chick-fil-A is fire as fuck.
You
yeah.
ever had Chick-fil-A sauce?
Like gay people.
Their opinion carries some weight in my stomach.
Listen, a lot of gay people go to Chick-fil-A knowing that they are not like
Actually, my uncle's gay and he refuses to go to fucking Chick-fil-A because of that.
He's allowed to say that. That's the thing. I refuse to eat Ben & Jerry's. I'll never touch it. I don't like Ben & Jerry's company. I don't like them anything. I won't give them my money. If you said to me, Jake, I want you to go get me some Ben & Jerry's, I said, you gotta find somebody else to do it. I will not do it.
Fish food, dude?
What's your beef with Jen and Jerry's?
Ben & Jerry's?
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben & Jerry's?
Who the fuck is...
Ben & Jerry's.
Ben's transitioning. It's gonna be Jen and Jerry's.
Yeah, it might be, actually. Ben & Jerry's is everything, stands for everything I don't believe in. I work for a company that's around self-defense. They think that your right to self-defense, you shouldn't have a right to self-defense. They like to, Ben & Jerry's, a company, likes to get very political on their Twitter and everything. They tried socialism in the company, it didn't work out, and they went back to capitalism, which is kind of funny. They tried to run their company as socialist, and they said, this isn't really working out, so they went back to capitalism, which is hilarious. I think it's checkmate, you know what I mean? But anyways,
Hashtag winning.
so for example, special self-defense means a lot to me. What I do for work is very important to me. Self-defense. Your right to self-defense is one of my most things I talk about when it comes to your rights. I talk about it all the time. I work for the thing to do it. So when Kyle Rittenhouse happened, right? Not only did they have an opinion against him, but they lied about it. They said he shot a black man. Not even like, oh, it just happened. This was like weeks later when they decided to tweet that out.
And all the evidence was
already. Clearly, it was out here. They did it to stir it up things.
Right.
Secondly, they think they lied about him going across state lines with a firearm. That didn't happen. They said that he shouldn't have a right to defend his own life with a gun. So he should have just died, basically. I can't. That's it. That's where I draw the line. After they said that, I saw the tweet that they said that he didn't have a right to kill somebody because life was in danger. He couldn't make. He shouldn't have been able to make that decision because he had a gun.
Let me ask you.
I can't agree with that.
Before Kyle Rittenhouse,
Yeah.
how frequently did you eat Ben & Jerry's?
More than I like to admit.
You ever try that fish food, bro?
Huh?
You ever try that fish food?
No.
He likes cotton candy though.
They don't have cotton candy flavor. But I do. Cotton candy is my
Fish
favorite.
food, dude.
I've never even heard of that.
It's so
Is it
fucking...
a Ben & Jerry's flavor?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
I'll never have it. So.
It's
It's
chocolate.
spelled PH, like the band Fish.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's chocolate with marshmallow caramel and little chocolate fishes in it.
Yeah.
So fucking good,
Yeah,
though.
I'll never eat it.
That's on you, bro.
That's fine.
You do you, boo-boo.
But when I did eat Ben & Jerry's, I liked the strawberry cheesecake core and the brownie batter core.
You look like a brown batter.
Not
guy.
that you're advocating for everybody to go try those flavors.
Listen, you can do whatever you
fuck
want.
Ben &
No. I'm not telling people what they can and can't eat. If they want to go eat Ben & Jerry's, God bless them. I could care less. I won't give them my money, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. I don't watch football anymore either because of that. Because they think that they need to have 2 national anthems, and they want to divide the country. I'm not for that. I don't watch
What's the
football
second
anymore.
national anthem?
The Black National Anthem.
Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
I know nothing about a black national anthem.
They don't televise it, but they do both national anthems on the start of every
What the
game.
fuck is the black national
I don't know. I've
anthem?
heard it.
I've never heard
I need
this.
to hear
I
this.
probably heard it before, but I don't remember it.
I want to hear this. Somebody pull this up.
I do think that there's a serious problem in our country with the fact that people believe that the national anthem isn't sacred. You know what I mean? Whether you choose to kneel for it, whatever, that's on you. But the blatant disrespect that happens when people are like something that pisses today. I'm walking into my son's football game, right, and they're starting the national anthem. I stop, I look at the flag, and I wait for it. People that continue to walk and don't I don't put my hand on my heart or any of that shit, but I watch the flag, I listen to the song. It's something special, and I think there's a real, especially with the younger generation. And maybe it starts with them not being forced to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, you gotta remember too, this isn't a new thing. The un-American culture and America is a very patriotic country. And the funny thing is, when bad things happen, America does pull together to become patriotic, which is, unlike other countries, doesn't happen. But it still does happen. Like when we killed Osama bin Laden, the country was all together, you know what I mean? When we went to war, originally, everybody was all together. Everybody forgets that, but Bush had a 91% approval rating when we went to war, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, when it comes down to being patriotic, America does get together. But on the average day-to-day thing, kids are not taught to be patriotic. You have to find somebody who's really patriotic. It comes from a heart from their family, passed down realistically. The school system.
It all starts in home. What do you got here?
Really
the Black
failed.
National Anthem is called "Lift Every Voice and Sing," otherwise known as the Black National Anthem. It was introduced to many by Beyonce when she sang it at Coachella 2 years ago. But the song has long been a pillar of black culture and life, sung at church ceremonies, political protests, school graduations, and family gatherings. 4 generations of my family, at least, have lived with this national anthem. Imani Perry wrote in May Forever We Stand, her book about the song. It is our common thread. During the NFL's opening week, Lift Every Voice and Sing will be performed before each game ahead of the Star-Spangled Banner as an effort to reinforce the league's professed newfound alignment with Black Lives Matter. Okay. The national anthem is all-encompassing.
Yeah.
It includes all cultures inside of America, hence the term the national anthem. It's not one of the national anthems
It's not
or
the white
a
national anthem.
national anthem. I never knew about this. This is insane to me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're getting ready to pack up.
It's raining.
Oh.
Of course it's raining because we're getting ready to pack this bitch up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You want us to stop, Nick?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Whatever you want, Nick. You're the boss. He gets very upset if you disagree with him. Brendan, mind your business.
He said he wants to get slapped.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god.
I went up to Nick before. Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
I went up to him. I was like, "Hey Nick, can I take you out back real quick? I'm gonna jerk you off." And he was like, "Yeah, let's go." And I was like, "Well, I'm hoping that Brenda will jerk me off and jerk you off." He got very upset that I said that to him. He was going to punch me in the face.
That still seems like an unfair exchange for the record.
I don't know. Only one way to find out.
Alrighty.
Anyway, this has been a great fucking interview so far. I'm very.
Yeah, we got more questions. We'll do them next.
Why are we stopping? We keep going.
Because we're packing up.
No, we're not back yet, are we?
No, he just said we're good.
Yeah, he said we're good.
It's gonna take us 5 minutes to take this fucking shit down.
I'm gonna time it.
All right, it's gonna be longer than 5 minutes, Mrs. Literal.
Nick. You're not Nick.
No, I'm not.
Holy shit!
Tom.
Yeah.
Should any and all Americans be allowed to obtain and carry firearms?
I think yes and no. If you've committed a violent crime, like murdered somebody, injured somebody, no.
Okay.
Beyond that, sure.
Okay. Jake?
Yeah, so I get a little more deep into this. I think if you were a
You don't
felon,
say.
yeah, I agree with him. If you were a felon, you're released from jail, and you've served your time and probation, then yeah, I think you should be able to get a firearm.
Even if it was a violent crime.
Yeah, you served your time.
What if it was a firearm-related crime?
So if it was bad enough, you should still be in jail. That's the way I look at it.
I mean, a life sentence is only 20, 25 years. So,
Really?
yeah.
What if you pistol whip somebody?
Pistol whip somebody,
But, I mean, that's the
and
same
you
as
got
doing a
out in
baseball
25
match.
years, and then you did probation and got out of it, yeah.
You think you're going to jail for pistol whipping somebody for 25 years?
So you're there. It's an inanimate object. Why is it any different than pistol whipping, hitting somebody with a yardstick, metal stick? You know what I mean? If you're out and you did your time and you proved that you could go back into society, yeah, I do believe that.
Jake, I want you to know that I wholeheartedly agree that once somebody goes through the legal system and has paid their debts to society, they should get all of their rights back.
Yeah.
I also don't think it's right that they, when they get out of prison, they forfeit their right to vote. Is that correct?
I think they should get that back as well.
Yeah, that's some of the wildest shit I've ever heard. I understand not voting while you're in.
So, you know.
Not voting while you're in prison? Okay.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, you either
Like
have
you can't
paid
fire
your
in
debt
prison.
or you have not paid your debt.
Yep.
But if we're going to say you've paid your debt, then we have to treat you like you've paid your debt.
Yeah.
That's Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke from fucking. Luke, what's up, dog?
I'll be right back. I'm going to go say hi. Tom, ask the next question.
Why should Patrick have the sole right to choose the fate of a baby that is inside of him?
I don't understand.
This is abortion, not a question.
Abortion?
Should women have the sole right to decide what happens with their body?
Alright, so I'm very conflicted on this. My sister had an abortion. I was really fucking against it. I roast the shit out of her about it all the time. I'm like, you're a piece of shit for doing this. You know what I mean? I think it's fucking horrible that she did it because in the end she decided to have unprotected sex, right, with her boyfriend. She got pregnant, and then weeks later, or maybe even a month later, she got an abortion. My point of it is, if you have unprotected sex, then you shouldn't have an abortion.
Tom, as a guy who knows what it feels like to have sex with protection.
Damn it, Tom. I was about to
and
make the same exact point.
without protection.
It feels better.
100%.
I don't
You would
give a
have.
fuck.
All right. So let me have someone who's had sex answer this question. So this is how I look at it. Yes.
Tom, hold on. I want to go back to this because this is an honest question.
Okay.
You find some lady that decides to have the intercourse with you,
The intercourse, yeah.
and she gets pregnant, even though you used protection, but it was so small it fell off, right?
It happens.
And you impregnate her. You wouldn't want to have an abortion?
I guess I'm gonna be a dad. Or you know
That's
what?
not true.
What
He
if-
said, he's always says
That's
to
my
me,
favorite joke to say. I'll just put Plan B in her cereal the next morning. It's fine.
And
Pretty sure
if
that
that
takes all of
doesn't-
her rights away.
and if that doesn't work,
You just push her down the stairs. God.
But
all jokes aside,
so Tom, for real, it happened to me, bud,
Really?
and I had the same mindset as you. You play, you pay. Fucking stupid sayings, right? You never know what you will think until you're put in that position. Never.
Okay, that's fair.
Promise.
and I'll go to my opinion. And honestly, I'm very similar to him. So
Well,
I do.
So your condom fell off because it was too small?
No, I wasn't using a condom.
Oh, okay.
I've never used
That
the
was your
condom.
choice then.
I've used the condom. I don't really use the condom though. So I
fuck
take the
that.
risk every time.
I don't think you have to use a condom during masturbation, Jake.
It's
Although,
easier
have you
cleaning it
ever
up, though.
have you ever masturbated with a condom on?
I have not.
Can't say that I
no.
have.
Oh Jesus!
Sounds
This
like
just
it's
got
big
weird.
from experience.
Oh, fucking me neither.
Thank you.
So here's what I have to say. There's definitely you can have.
Fuck it, me neither.
You will henceforth be known as Trojan Tom.
Oh my god.
Trojan Tom, the full-size midget.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, you can add the midget part in there.
Hey Martin, question for you.
Answer.
Martin, the best answer came from Tom.
Go ahead.
Have you ever masturbated with a condom on?
No.
Fuck it, me neither.
What would be the purpose? You want to get your hands dirty?
His hands are already
Have
pretty
you ever
big.
washed your hands with rubber gloves on?
No.
That would be the same thing.
His hands are so big that he was afraid that if he got them pregnant, they'd be out of control.
I mean, I guess the only place that would happen, like in an airplane, if you didn't want to clean up after.
Listen, I was a young kid, all right? I just want to know what it felt like, all right? Fuck it, me neither.
I'm going to assume it wasn't a Magnum.
No, it was actually one of those. You ever see those finger protectors?
I was going to call it. Huh?
Nailed it.
So back to me. And gonna go into this a little bit, but yeah. So I believe that you have sex, you take that risk. Does that mean that you have to have, you can't figure that problem out until the develop really develops? Yeah, you can make options to do stuff. You can be on, you can take Plan B the next day. You can,
cereal.
you know, you can, you know, proactive stuff. But once that baby, you know, this is the conversation that I really don't know a lot about now. But we really need to have a conversation with everybody and talk about when is it okay to actually have an abortion? Like, when does the line cross where that baby really is becoming a baby? Is it 3 weeks? Is it 3 months? Is it 1 month?
Well, some would
Is it
say
9
as
months?
soon. Some would say as soon as there's a heartbeat.
Which is 3 weeks, I think. So I think that
So by the time you find out you're pregnant,
It's too
he
late.
had sex. You're not gonna. So I don't know. I can't give you all the answers, but I do think that killing a baby is murder.
I'll give you an example.
And do I think murder is okay? No.
I know a guy who pretty consistently paints the closet.
This guy's named Pat.
It's not about me.
I feel like it's not that hard not to come in a bitch, but whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Did you just say I feel like it's not that hard to not come in a baby?
Coming a bitch.
Did he?
It was better. Coming a bitch.
This is a podcast, so we're being funny.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Jake,
Oh,
we
wow.
don't
Wow.
refer to women as bitches on this show.
I
if-
did, so get over it.
What if a man decides to?
I didn't refer to all of it as bitches. I
Roll the
referred to
dice.
bitches as bitches.
What if he rolls
Snoop
the dice
Dogg.
so many times, floods the cave, if you will,
Yeah.
that Plan B becomes unaffordable?
That sounds like a personal
Yeah, that sounds
problem.
like a sort of personal problem. Sounds like a very personal problem.
Hold on, you said you know
Murder
somebody who does
isn't the
this?
answer. Sorry.
I said hypothetically speaking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
I
that.
feel like it's cheaper just to put her on birth control.
What?
I feel like it's cheaper just to have her on birth control.
Yeah.
What if there was more than one her involved, and that guy
Again.
didn't? I mean, he can't bring them all to the doctor.
He can do anything he wants. He decided to have sex with all.
You know what would be better? If you just wore a condom, it'd be cheaper.
That's true.
They also make female condoms.
Also true.
Yo, while we're talking about female stuff, you ever seen those cups that they have instead of using tampons or pads?
Yeah, the Diva Cup.
You ever see these?
What do you call it?
Diva Cup.
I've heard the name, but I don't know. You're describing a cup, and it's like.
It's a cup. It's literally a cup that they put inside themselves when they're on their period,
Okay.
and it
I've seen
collects the
little
blood.
tab thing they put in there, but whatever.
It's like a Fab Cup.
It, are you guys familiar with the term vabbing?
No.
This is a real fucking thing. This is not made up. We're not being funny. This is not Urban Dictionary. This is real life America.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about the cups first. So I'm like 16, 17 years old, and my first job was at Rite Aid, right? So I'm stocking the shelves one day. I'm stocking the tampon aisle, and I see these fucking cups, and I go, "What the fuck is this?" To the girl working with me, she goes, "That's a cup that women can use if they don't want to use tampons or
Because
pads,
there's no chemicals.
and they collect their blood,
Their
and then
uterine lining.
and then they, I don't know if they reuse. I don't.
Rinse and reuse.
It was like an episode of True Blood, dude. It was fucking gross. So gross. Vabbing is when before a woman goes out, she'll touch her area,
She'll spin the record.
get it
ahead.
moistened up, and then use it as perfume.
There are three
Martin.
spots women dab. It's the neck, behind the ear, and the wrist. And they do this as a natural way to attract their male counterpart.
That sounds
Think of it as like
disgusting.
spraying dough urine on
Have
yourself
you,
before
hold on,
hunting
have you
for
ever
a buck.
smelled a vagina?
No.
Well, then you have no idea.
I don't care. That just sounds like a health issue. That's just disgusting.
Why is it a health issue?
Well, would you
rub your semen on your fucking arm to pick up bitches?
if it
that?
worked?
I'm gonna need-
women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to just quiet down a little bit. There's a little child over there, so we can't be screaming stuff like semen and bitches and Jesus. It's a family
To
show.
be fair, he did have his back there.
Fair. I'm letting him know now.
Okay.
Yeah, just like he does on those unborn babies. Got his back there.
I'm kind of into the vabbing thing.
That's, I'm not.
I like to smell vagina.
Agree to disagree.
I
Fucking me
have
neither.
to say the same thing. Agree to disagree.
Are you into
You
it?
were alone. No, I'm not into it. You were alone out there, just like the masturbating in a condom.
That never happened.
Just
I
like
said-
you're not
I-
into.
I said, fucking me neither. That means it doesn't count. It means it didn't happen.
That's like the person who invented pineapple pizza. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not a pineapple pizza.
Nothing. I like pineapple pizza.
I don't mind pineapple pizza. I think that pizza's very American. You should be able to put whatever toppings you want.
That's right. God damn it.
America. You got another question there?
I don't.
That's not the last question.
Tom, the most embarrassing moment of your life, was that the cat fucking thing?
Oh.
The fact that he shares it all the time is pretty
Yeah, that is.
embarrassing.
Well,
Well, stop
don't you feel like the world
There's no
deserves to know?
validity.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll come back to you. Jake, the most embarrassing moment of your life?
You know, you asked me this before, and I said the peeing thing, but it really doesn't embarrass me.
You mean when you pissed all over your leg and then made Tom drive you home after
Yeah.
the Ocean Fair?
I think it was the day before I asked you.
Yeah.
But another time, I basically walked in on you having sex in the living room.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
For you or him?
For both
I mean,
parties involved.
It wasn't
And his
embarrassing.
Who was
I
on
don't-
top?
For, you know,
His
you.
girlfriend.
So you started boobies.
Wait, no.
She was on. Oh yeah.
It was doggy style.
It was nice.
So you
What
saw
did you
Jake.
see?
He just saw my back.
No.
He saw your bare ass.
I was.
No,
sta-
I don't think.
I
wait.
Jacob, I walked in and you were staring at the door. She was staring at the door, and I was staring at
Like, yeah,
both
like
of
this.
you.
You were banging her towards the door?
No, so like he walked in this way.
So you
Couch-
saw the
this
Twin
is the
Valleys.
door. This is the couch.
No, I didn't
Like her
see
boobs
anything.
were
They were all covered
Hold on,
up.
you live
Okay.
with somebody else and you're just openly fucking people in the house?
He was
That's
doing
bad.
yard work, okay? And you,
You send out your roommate to do the yard work while you fuck your girlfriend.
He does.
he was doing yard work. I thought.
This is fucking wild.
That's some weird shit. What's like the code word for that?
You didn't leave a sock on the door. I didn't know.
My question is, why is your lawn only mowed like once every 6 months?
There's a lot of shade.
I would say that's a lot. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty fucking embarrassing that you're having somebody do your yard work.
What do you mean having somebody yard work?
That you're having poor Tom over here do your yard work. I thought you cared about this kid.
Hold on, you don't have somebody do your yard work? Like, I mean, you can cut your grass. Do you have anything you have paid someone to do?
No.
That's fine. I have.
I'm a fucking man. I take
Well,
care of my
I'm a
house.
man too, but I spend that time making money. You know what I mean? So that's what he's doing. Fucking bitches.
Clearly fucking.
Would you rather be having sex or mowing the grass? I don't know. What would you choose?
Depends how long's the grass. There's nothing better to me than a nice, fresh mowed lawn.
I like a
And
vegetable.
whole sun.
But he doesn't really do that much yard work, to be honest with you.
Oh, so you don't have sex that often. Gotcha.
Yeah. But he yeah, I don't know. Yeah, was it a good decision? Probably not. But you know what I mean?
Was it with your current girlfriend?
Yeah.
Jeez. So she don't. That's why you have to go see her tonight instead.
And you
of-
can't get hurt for one at Tom, just like as boys?
What's that? No.
Why not? You don't want to be Eskimo brothers with your brother?
She don't have any friends.
I could probably hook you up with a friend. I don't know.
This is a revelation you're having now? We had to explain to you how it works?
So, Tom, even if I did, Tom is so insecure. I don't think he'd show up to the date.
Who said anything about date?
Just
Ever
bring
come over
her
to the house
over.
and go in his room?
Big Tom, you sleeping?
Do
Wake
I
up.
think? Okay, if I knew someone who was that easy, at that point, why not just? All right, let's three of us, without
I know there are
incriminating
several
us-
women on this
without,
list.
Yeah, without incriminating ourselves. Let's just say we get together with a couple beans each.
Once again, if
and we
anybody
get
smells
somebody,
that, it was Tom.
Dude,
Yeah.
that fucking rancid. What the
Hey.
fuck?
You're gross.
I don't smell it over here, and I'm hoping I don't.
Wait until you do, bro. It's
Let's
like
say me, you, and
I got a whiff of it, and I was like, I hope that's not somebody's breath. That's the first thing I thought. And then I smelled it, and then it went away, and I was like, it might be somebody's breath. And then, oh my god, he's laughing, so he's farting more. Dude, what the fuck?
wait, are you farting now?
It's always
It's been
been
him.
Oh, I thought he was saying it was you before.
I was.
Oh, oh fuck. I believed you. You were
I
very
was so
convincing.
terrified while I was laughing that I was going to pass out that I was trying to calm down.
That fucking stinks, dude.
Luckily, I don't smell too bad over here. It's got to be going that way.
I initially thought it was Tom's breath. I swear to God.
He
I
has
was
very
like,
red lips, doesn't he?
you're a sick fuck.
He hates me when I don't say that, Joe.
It's so rude.
He has very red lips, doesn't he?
Red lips?
His lips are very rosy.
Like your lips a lot?
No.
But like, you take a photo of him, it looks like he's wearing lipstick. It's fucking hilarious.
So, it's what? You want to throw in a couple beans each?
Couple
and
beans each. We
help 'em out?
Help him out. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need
Milk
to go
money
that route.
situation?
Milk money situation. Are you agreeing to this, Thomas?
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
That's good, because you're gonna have a hell of a
What
day.
we're talking about is similar to an arranged marriage,
But no
only
marriage.
there's no marriage. Though I would highly recommend using protection. Not
I thought you were
because
gonna say,
of
I highly recommend you looking into arranged marriage.
That might be helpful too.
Yeah.
Go get a bunch of
might be
those finger condoms for him.
There might be a few Ukrainian women out here willing to put up with your fucking ugly mug.
They've been through a lot. Lately.
They've been through a lot. They won't have to be through a lot with you.
Tom,
because
you
it'll
want to
be
know what
over
probably
quick.
helped me if you stopped eating fucking candy every time, or ice cream every time you walked in a fair, and like start taking care of yourself.
Maybe it would actually help if you continued eating
You know,
the ice
you'd
cream
be
everywhere.
surprised how long I've come in the past
Please
couple of
finish that
years.
sentence.
Why would I be surprised at how long you come for?
I basically was
It's
a hobo.
impressive.
I basically was a hobo.
What does that have to do with your ejaculation?
I could have worded that better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you get.
I'm not gonna say that you've come a long way. What I'm saying is, you know, Jake's a well put together guy.
Mostly.
Why don't you?
I mean, no one's perfect.
Why don't you model after Jake a little bit?
All right. So what you mean? Give me pointers.
I don't know. First off, start eating better. Start taking care of yourself. Don't worry about me. I'm married, bro. I already did it.
The funny thing is, I do say this, the same thing you say to him, but when I say it to him, he thinks I'm attacking him.
He
I'm
is.
not-
He's an asshole.
I'm not attacking. I'm serious, man.
You're
You're not bad,
very
dude.
serious.
You can find somebody out there for you.
Why is Jake not going to the gym with you?
Yeah.
We actually have, well, we bought a treadmill, so we've been going using the treadmill at the house.
I put money towards it. I have not used it, and I probably will never use
He
it.
put $100 towards an $1,100 treadmill. So, I mean, you know, it's whatever.
It's like 8%.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
Well, I use it 0% of the time, so it's fine.
You should try using it 80% of the time, make your money's worth.
Just saying, man. You have a. You can do it. Just.
Not very confidence inspiring.
Why isn't it?
I don't know. It's
The
just-
end
I don't-
result
There's
is...
no confidence in his voice.
Why do you need another man to tell you what to do? That's my point.
I don't know.
Exactly. You shouldn't need it. You should just you should have the drive.
Well, listen. To be fair, he hasn't had a male
No, I
figure in
know.
his life for a long period of time.
Not only
At
that,
that point, I'm choosing him, but yeah.
but when you don't know
Yo, these fucking things are gonna die.
what you're missing out on, why does it fucking matter? That's fine. I want to go get food and there's only 15 minutes left.
All right, let's do it.
The line is number 9ers. I say good day. In the camera.
We've done this a million fucking times. Come on, guys.
At least 3. Number 9ers. I say good day.
Yeah, I didn't.
Excellent contribution, Tom.
I just